All right, man. So we still have this guy, Kevin Stefanski, talking about Shedeur Sanders. Why? I don't know. All you did was sabotage him throughout his whole rookie year. You was pissed off when Andrew Berry made the decision to draft him. You stuck him on a side field. He was going and throwing footballs at a local junior college because he couldn't get any reps with the Cleveland Browns. And you wanted nothing to do with him. You've taken another job after being fired. You're now with the Atlanta Falcons, and you are still talking about Shedeur Sanders and lying about Shedeur Sanders because you made it very clear how you felt about him with how you treated him and sabotaged him in his rookie year in the Cleveland Browns as a organization. And Kevin Stefanski as a head coach was rated really, really poor. We have to break that down too. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video. That would be greatly appreciated. Let's get right into this. So Kevin Stefanski was on Pardon My Take. Let's take a listen to what he had to say about Shedeur Sanders.
So you didn't mention how you would intentionally let Shedeur get sacked this preseason because you didn't want him to start. What was up with that? Why'd you do that?
I will say this. I love Shedeur. I loved coaching him, seriously. He's got the right makeup for this game. He was wired the right way. I wish that we won more, obviously, but if you saw how he played down the stretch, I mean, he's a young player that's getting better. I'm not coaching him anymore, so I know I have to be careful about talking about other players, but I am rooting for him.
Yeah. I don't believe you. You need more people. All I know is Shedeur Sanders played well in spite of the sabotage that you and the offensive line laid in front of him. And you just didn't want him there. You went on this whole thing trying to make it seem like Dylan Gabriel was some supercomputer and all of this nonsense that we knew was complete trash and lies. Dylan Gabriel has never been better than Shedeur Sanders at football a single day in his life. It is what it is. Kevin Stefanski, you need to focus on your new team because it doesn't look like things are going so great over there. And you're still looking for a quarterback because you don't want Michael Penix, and Michael Penix doesn't want you. So let's take a look at UCSS as they address this NFLPA report card that was leaked, okay? The Cleveland Browns ranked 30th for the second consecutive year. The organization has to improve as a whole. My man G. Bush was over here. Let's give it a listen.
Out for the second consecutive year, the Browns ranked 30th out of 32 teams in the overall grades. This is how they graded out, grade by grade. Treatment of families, they got a D-. Home field, a B-. Travel, a D-. Food and dining, a D+. Nutritionist/dietitian, C+. Locker room, F. Training room, C. Training staff, C+. Weight room, B+. Strength coaches, B+. Position coaches, B-. Offensive coordinator, D+. Defensive coordinator, A-. Special teams coordinator, D. Head coach, C-. That was the lowest grade any head coach got. General manager, C. And ownership, C. So the highest grade.
General manager, C, tied for the second worst.
Tied for the second worst.
Only Joe Shane was worse. He was tied with Duke Tobin of the Bengals.
So defensive coordinator was their shining star with an A-. And the locker room's dead last with an F. Guys,
I mean, they got terrible grade. The only good grade they got out here. Defensive coordinator. They got their weight room got a decent grade. Their position coaches got a decent grade.
They just did the weight room.
Yeah, they just got that weight room. So I mean, a lot. I don't know.
Like, do you speak,
I'd like to know that too.
Do you speak when you come in? Or?
It's the waiting rooms the family rooms that they have for them.
Yeah.
It's where they put them in the stands, I think. It's stuff like that. It's like daycares for small kids. Okay. It's stuff like that.
There is no excuse to get a bad grade in that.
I probably would tend to agree with that.
You got to take care of the families of the players. I mean, come on.
They are.
You're a multi-billion-dollar or operation. Jimmy Haslam's got money to burn. I mean, come on, Jimmy.
There's a lot.
What are you doing, pal?
There's a lot. Dang. Tell us how you really feel, players.
Yeah.
Like, they was like, man, they had the food is nasty too.
Yeah.
Is the food trash? That's what
Apparently
they said.
so.
Like, that's crazy. Like,
Jason, you eat the food there sometimes. What do you got to say about that?
I mean, what they give us is a lot different than what they give the players.
I will.
The weekday food, actually, like they feed once a week, they give the media lunch. I thought that's pretty good. The stadium food's not great, but the weekday lunch is pretty good.
Let me throw this out at you, McNuggets. Coming at it from a different angle. I watched about a week ago. I was watching the top 10 programs in college football, from their facilities to their weight room to their food services. They have, like, at the university, I believe it's either Alabama, right? I can't even believe it's Alabama or Florida State.
Yeah.
But they literally have this hotline where your parents can come and submit their recipes, and their chefs will make you.
Oh, that's cool. I like
will
that.
make you. So
They were doing that under Saban. I saw that.
Yeah,
Saban was doing that.
and so there's like we want our dudes never going home. We want them here. So we want them to have home here. So they would have all this
That's
stuff.
smart.
And I'm like, that's brilliant.
Smart. I mean, 3/4 of the people in Alabama don't have teeth,
You're right.
so it's hard to eat. But
This is
okay,
crazy.
only half.
Yeah.
Only
Hey,
half.
but when you come from a program, let me tell you like this: college football, like the way that you are idolized, the fact that the money, the facilities, the weight rooms, those facilities and stadiums are better than pro stadiums. They're bigger, they have more money, they cater to the players, and now with NIL, you got to go overboard. So a lot of these people are coming from college at a better space than they were in coming into the pros, and they get here and they're like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like it's a little bit of a step back. So
The players think that Stefanski stunk. He
That's
got
not
fired.
surprise.
They also think that Berry stinks.
And Haslam.
And what?
And Haslam.
Although, like,
Where does Haslam's C grade rank amongst the owners?
I can do a little research.
I mean, I know Mike Brown had
Rooney,
gotten
Rooney
a B or
was
an F.
below him, which is hilarious.
What's that?
The Roonies were below Jimmy, which
Yeah, I
is
don't
hilarious.
understand that.
why don't they like him?
I guess
He's
it's
cheap.
The only
Roonies
thing
are cheap.
Right, the cheap owners players don't like him, which I get.
But who's the better owner, Jimmy Haslam or?
From a fan's perspective, yeah, you obviously.
No,
the
but I'm
Rooney's-
saying who's the better owner?
Oh,
The
Rooney's
Haslam's or
a
the
way
Roonies?
better owner
Of
than
course.
Haslam.
Of course.
But from a player's perspective, the one positive about Haslam is he spends, and the players like that. Although he's still, even with that, he's still got a lousy grade.